Hey guys, back on this morning. Sorry I wasn't able to get on last night. Uh, Trimming out these guys took a lot longer than I had planned. Got them all out. Probably not going to get to that this morning because I only got probably about half an hour to work. But what we are going to do is try to finish up the turret. Now, one thing I did do offline is I needed to trim this little section out as this wasn't quite fitting on this. Excuse me. As this section here was conflicting and wasn't sitting level, so trimmed that out. Also sanded around there. So let's get to it. So try to get as much done this morning as we can. Now, all right. So right now we're going to focus on getting these guys on, probably the C15 and 13, because those guys will go on pretty easily. Really won't give us too much difficulty. Okay. Okay, that's nice thing about where we are in the instruction sheet is it has the photographs of the different sprues right on there. Okay. So C13 is that guy. I guess we'll get that guy first. Oh. Thankfully these guys aren't going to be too cleanup intensive. So we can just basically do a quick once over the Exacto. And that should do us. Yeah, need to adjust how I'm sitting, sorry. Hopefully I've got this on camera. I do apologize, lighting sort of is fluctuating right now as seems like sun keeps ducking behind clouds. So at least it's not raining today. We've been getting pretty steady off and on rain the last week or so. Okay. One shorter end goes towards us. Okay. Well, it would have been nice if they included on here a little bit more of a mounting sort of area so we could better get that guy on, but it's a minor nitpick. So, alright, moving on, let's get C15 out. Still got to put those other bracket parts on. I just haven't done that yet. That's me being lazy, and also in part because that's one less thing we can potentially accidentally break. So I figure I'll put those on after we get other stuff done. Now, as for the treads, I think I figured out how I'm going to do it on these, or on this kit. Then sort of just mentally trying to figure out what the best route to go will be. So what I think we'll do is basically break it up into 4 sub-assemblies. One for the one for the lower half here, an upper half along there, and then curved parts here and here. So I think that will probably be the way that will allow us to do it with the least amount of headache and yeah. I just think that will be the way that'll get it done without taking forever or us having to constantly repair sections. I think that was an issue I had the first time I built this kit. Okay. So, okay, got that on. So next up, we got the B15 and the B8 parts that need to go on. Lucked out, got it first try. Got our B15. And I'll get the other part in a minute. Just trying to carefully do this. There are a couple of small details on it that I don't want to accidentally knock off. Part because they will be gone if we do. There's no way I'm going to be able to find them, and because I'd just rather be safe. Get that. This upper part's going to be a little trickier. Just simply due to the fact that no, much smaller. There. That and this section. Okay. All right. So now, as far as it attaches, let me double check the instructions. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Now, find the marking tabs. It's got them on here. So about there. So get it in position. Fortunately, this one really does not have marking tabs, or I may have sanded down when I was cleaning up the connecting edge. In either case, I'm just going to have to eyeball it. Which unfortunately you do have to do sometimes. Next up is the B8 little connector. Okay. There's another one of these little guys down here. Okay, got it. Just set this aside and make sure Got a good clean cut. That looks good enough for me. I'll just do it once over with this. Just like, yeah. Just ever so slight of burr on it. Okay, now trying to spot where the connector point is back behind here. It's sort of blending into the casting effect. Where did that now go? Sorry. My tweezers are blending in with other stuff. Okay. Now just carefully get it in position. There we go. All right. Making progress this morning. Now, what's next? So we got all those guys done. All that's done. Hold off on that upper bracket part for now. Do need to stick the mantle on. No, excuse me, but we'll defer that for a second. So we need this A13 part, and obviously we'll also leave off the spare tread links, as need to do those separately. Anyway, so next up, A13. Okay. CV. Oh, okay. A13. And once we get this off, we gotta clean up a couple of little things on it. Alright. So hopefully, and I do say this hopefully, if everything goes according to plan today, we may be able to progress to painting part of the next stream. Because obviously if we get the turret done, then what I can do today and tomorrow, after I give this a couple hours to, a couple hours to dry, is I can take it out and at least get it primed along with the wheels. And if we can get those painted, what we might do then, and this is assuming everything goes according to plan, when we come back probably on Tuesday night, since that's going to be next night, I'm going to be able to stream, as I work tonight and tomorrow night. I doubt I'm going to be able to stream during the day, either tomorrow or even Tuesday. What we can do is and spend that day just working on getting the treads put together. But then I can do all that, and then when we come back, whenever the next time is, as I get this part sanded smooth, you should be able to decal and finish up the treads as well. is what I'm thinking I will do is a method I saw for a different application that I'd like to try. Is what I'll do is basically base coat the treads in black, and then just come back in and do a light dry brushing for bringing out the metallic effect. That will still allow us to have the deep, darker, almost oxidized layer, while still giving us the metallic high points where the treads are going to come in contact with the ground fairly regularly and break off a lot of that oxidization. Unfortunately, since these are plastic treads and not the metal kind, as I do have the chemicals for that, do on those, I eventually will do one of these kits with them, but that's for another time. So, alright, we got that on. So, next up, we need to attach the mantle. This is where things get to be interesting. Now, this is one of those parts that, no matter what you do, always just does not seem to want to go on perfectly straight. So you just make the best you can, do what you gotta do. Send it plenty of glue. Not really going to worry about this gap here, as ultimately it's never going to be seen, so. Shit. As I said, this is one of those parts that just really does not want to cooperate, so we'll do what we can. Now, there's another one of those little U-bracket things that's supposed to go on top of here. I'm going to hold off on putting that on for now, so we can let that set up, and we'll work on other sections for the moment. So, sorry, I'm just thinking there. I thought I was moving the camera. So we'll work on the back here, getting these bracket parts on, as well as these guys on. So we'll start with the. Almost forgot. We need to stick that upper part on. We'll do it at the same time we do that other. No big deal. So A41 will be the next part that goes on. Since I already have the A screw on top, let's to some degree focus on getting the A components on. A41. Where is that guy? Ah, here he is. Alright. It's another one of these little oddball type parts. Okay. What I'll do is just trim parts of it off. And then we'll do some final cleanup off the sprue so it's a little easier to work with. I believe this is the core stub. It's not, oh well. Yeah, there we go. Get that cleaned up. Now let's do the finishing. So overall, we're almost done with this kit. We're finally about to get paint on it. Okay, So, which way does this guy go on? Okay, so the indentation's towards the back. Fortunately, there's no marker joint, so I'm just going to have to play by ear again. Of course, they don't show the part in other diagrams. So it's going to unfortunately be a difficult part. More glue to help make sure it stays down. Okay. Add it on. All right. Next up, let's get the 820 part, since we have an actual socket for that it'll go into. Okay. So I'm still hopeful we'll get this done. Don't know how much longer I'll be able to stay on. Got some stuff got to get done today, and then obviously I work tonight. Now, this is one of the reasons I really cannot stream during the day is still live with my mother, unfortunately. So that does mean I do have to work around other people. Fortunately, it does mean I can't stream as often as I would like. Because obviously, if I could stream basically every day, even with work, and just stream during the day, we'd have been done with this probably a couple weeks ago. So hopefully, and this is part of the reason why I'm still sort of debating what project to do next, simply because no, I don't know scheduling. Unfortunately, I do not. Next part we need to get off is A27. Okay, A27 and A28. Sort of mirrors on one another. They're basically right here together. So let's get that off. And let's get so trying to run. Got it. Nothing like wheel parts trying to escape. Let's get this guy done. Okay. Let's hang on a second. I'm turning another light on. Fortunately, the GoPro is actually doing a pretty decent job of keeping exposure levels fine for your guys' end, but for me, it's getting a little hard to see. Yeah. Let's look at how it goes. Oh, I think this guy's supposed to go on. Supposed to attach more to the bottom? Hang on one second, need to look at some reference photos real quick. Unfortunately, instructions are being a bit obtuse. Okay. So that's sort of about mid-level, still aligned with the other. But, how they did the part makes no sense. Okay, so I'm going to have to trim this sort of edge up a little. Or at least blunt it a little. Okay. Yeah. I have to blunt it down as the curvature of it not right for the section it's supposed to go in. Just gave it a more of a curve as opposed to a flat. Where I was trying to put it was correct, but contouring just was off. Let's squeeze this guy into place. Oops. Yep. Almost there. Oh shoot. Dang it. All those parts just does not want to cooperate with you. Trying to get this guy to sit right. Okay. Dang it. Alright, that'll have to do. Alright, let's get the next guy done. Whew. Give me 1 second. I just need to check something. Alright. Still got time. So, knowing that that part's going to be a pain, or I know then what we need to do for its mirror on the other side. This time we have some. I don't have this in frame, sorry. This time we've got a better idea what we need to do. There's nothing like parts that don't cooperate. Clean this section up so it didn't cut it the cleanest. Okay. Got that done. Let's sand it flat so we can get it on. Almost there. There we go. At least this time, we know what we need to do. Get it on. That should hopefully not give us as much trouble. So still, I need to get that come on. Okay. sorry, I need to. Fortunately, how I have to have the camera and record makes it a little more challenging. Come on. Damn it. Alright. Okay. Just about have it in position. There. I'll have to do. Ah. Oh, God damn. That was not a fun part to get on. Alright, so now that we got that guy on, next up is this A21 bracket. Thankfully, it's a lot simpler to get on. It's just straight attached. Okay, let's see how best to attack this guy. Okay, got that off. That off? Alright. Sorry if I seem like I'm starting to rush a little. We're basically at the end now. So I am, getting that little bit of giddiness. Turn this guy a little in there. I'm just going to sand that. These contours such that. Okay, got that down. And he just sort of goes on here. So cool. So. Okay. A little more just to make sure it's attached. Okay. Whew. Got that finally on. Just gonna leave it for a second to let the glue set up a little while I check the instruction sheet. Just to make sure how we do this, what comes next. Alright, so we've got that on. And next we'll do the A42 bracket that goes along here. Then we'll get the other little A part that we missed in the last step. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. A little bit of dust, I guess. Okay. Got that cleaned up. This little stipple. And we'll get this guy attached. Now, one downside with excuse me. One downside with this particular part is the fact it's really thin plastic, so it's almost rubbery like in can't talk. Rubber like in its consistency. It goes on more or less like that. Like there. Again, it's another one of those pieces not really having the markings stubs attached to it. So you just have to play by ear. To some degree. That's not sitting right. More. This is part of the reason why I chose to hold off on attaching some of these parts. Since we do gotta maneuver it around some to get parts attached, which means that us knocking something off accidentally goes up tremendously. I'm just gonna finger hold this for a second while I let the glue set up again. Unfortunately, this is one of those, not a whole lot I can do because I'm kind of stuck in position. So hopefully, I let go. Yes, it'll stay. Okay, got that on. So we need to do the A44 and A32 that we didn't do in the last step. So, okay. Oh, dang, that's tiny. Yeah, that A32 part is super tiny. It's right here. Actually, 1 second why. Just want to make sure I don't lose power on the camera. Just gonna plug the battery pack in. Ooh. Sorry about this. There we go. So yeah, that A32 is tiny. That's gonna make it damn near impossible to do anything but turn it. So I'm just gonna carefully, ever so carefully, that attaches onto this guy right there. Yeah. Blue. M. That'll do. Okay, got that guy on. Whew. So last we got, oh, yeah, another 830 part that goes on in the back there. Sorry about that. Didn't notice that. We'll just go ahead and get him. We're waiting for that to set up a little. Okay, I see. Alright. Him out. Thankfully, it's just a square part, I guess, as a MG mount. Top of the turret. Thankfully, this part should be a nice, easy part to get on, continue with, and then we'll just have that U bracket, and all the A will be done. And then we just have a couple of B parts to get on, and we'll be done with assembly for the hull. All that will be left is putting together the treads. So just focusing on getting this guy on. Knock that guy over. Okay. That's on. So A44. That's the last one. Okay. Got tweezers. Almost done. Actually done on a little longer than I expected. But we're basically finished up. I think there's just a couple of B parts. Yeah, 3 B parts. And put those on. And, you know, worst case, I stick them on off camera. Hopefully that won't happen, but just in case, this will be the last video we do of working on the hull. Obviously, we still also need to put the barrel on, but that's like 2 seconds. It's not that big a deal. All right, a sprue is done. Yay. Okay, now I'm going to play find the right B parts. Okay, next. First the B's. Now attach it on this side. It's another one of the B bracket thing that we did vertical on the other side. Now this one's horizontal. Same part, just different orientation. Okay, get that off. Overall, we're almost done. Nice when this project's complete. I'm still thinking I might do the bear guy as the next actual quote project, since I can probably power through that pretty quickly, since all I can really do on camera for that one is primary assembly. There's some stuff, fortunately, I won't be able to do, since a lot of that one's just painting. So I think that'll be the next stream topic as far as subject matter goes, and then we'll do the steerman after that. Okay. Now goes this orientation. Again, no guides. Sometimes. So, okay, so let's back. Just trying to make where everybody's supposed to go. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to switch back to looking at reference photos. Okay, so that's how it goes. Yeah. Sorry, it's one of these parts that goes on in a really oddball manner, with 2 parts basically touching each other. Yeah, okay, I think I just about got it. Yeah. Sorry about that. Now this is one of those cases where the instructions sort of fail you. I have to go look at the real thing real quick. Yeah, basically, dang, maybe this guy on. I'll explain. Basically, so the U bracket, like we have on the other side, is right below this guy, and it's basically touching. Give that a second. All right. Actually, I think what we'll do is put the B16 part on first. If I can find it. Yeah. Another one of those little itty bitty guys. put him on first. That'll give the glue on that other part a second or two to set up. Alright. Then that'll be the last part. That. Alright. Just checking the instruction sheet again. No, that's not gonna work. Fortunately, this is one of those parts that can't hold down. There we go. Okay, he's on. Whew. Alright, just checking the instruction sheet one more time. Oh yeah, we still have that wire thing to put on. Damn. Forgot about that. Another B screw that still has a B8 on it. Got it. Okay. Let's get this guy out. Let's get him on. Alright. Out. Check him. Quick sand. Okay. Let's do this. Last part of this build. Cockeyed. And he's on. Whew. Alright. That was the last part we needed to get on. Aside from the ones I mentioned before. Let me just find, see where all these are. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try, see if I can get this guy off without breaking him. Just quick and easy way. They have to make this point so dang big. Oh. Okay, got one side off. Oh. Did we get lucky? Got it off without breaking. Whew. Now I just need to clean up. Getting rid of this middle extra coarse point on both sides. I do that out. Hands shaking. Just do a very ginger cleanup. Yeah, this is arguably the hardest part, is working with parts like these. The only thing I can say is just go very, very, very slowly. I would also say don't worry so much about getting it perfect. Getting it off the sprue in one piece is probably enough of a success. And I wouldn't sweat the small stuff. Okay. Got him in position. Here. Step on. Okay. that one didn't work, so I'll just do it that way. There we go. Got him on. I think. Oh, no. There. Okay. Okay, got that on. Whew. All right, so all that's left are those other brackets. And obviously the cannon. So let's get the cannon on. And that'll be the last thing we do. At least on camera. Just trying to make sure I get the alignment key in place first. And yeah, I will call construction basically done. There we go. There. All right. Move that out of the way. Slide this over. I'll just get this. That's to pop in. Ugh. This is doing. Okay, let's try from the other direction. This is not wanting to happen in correctly. Okay, that's something that is not working correctly. Alright, I guess I'll have to troubleshoot that. Okay, that's in. There we go. There we go, got it. Turning. Let me just double check it. Okay, that was just one of the wheels popped off when I sort of forced it. That's okay, they weren't glued on anyway. So yeah, there we go. We got primary construction is, I'm going to call it basically done. Now, I still got to get those little brackets for the fenders on. That I'm just going to do off camera. Won't take me super long, and no, I think this is a good stopping point. So yeah, probably once I get those on, I will go prime it. Depending on how that goes, if there's any major gaps that need filling or anything like that, when come back next time to do the treads, it's either going to be, fully painted, or it's going to need still being primer gray. So I'm going to stop here for today. But yeah, we're almost done. So until next time.